Hello and welcome to another ASD Tech Tips video cast. The subject of today's video cast is going to be using Google's advanced search. So often we say the term just Google it, and today I'm hoping that you will change it to just advanced Google it. When you're working with your students, I'm hoping that from the video cast today you'll be able to see ways that you can enhance your search from just a traditional Google search. So I'm on my Internet Explorer Google page. I'm going to start by just simply typing in a normal search for Jaguars. Okay. As you can see, if I search Jaguars, I get anything from NFL teams to Wikipedia pages to cars to facts to other sports teams, so on. Okay. So it's a pretty wide range of answers. Okay. There are a couple different ways you can advance your Google search. You can do some just in the traditional Google search bar, which I'll show you, or there's another tab that I'll show you in a little while. Okay. The best way to use or to advance your search is to use some things that Google calls operators. Operators are symbols that you can add to your search that basically will make your search better, or it'll give you a more in-depth search, or it'll enhance the search and your results that you're looking for. So one that a lot of you already know about is using quotation marks. So if I wanted to only find Ashwaubenon Jaguars football, let's say, if I would search this just like this, I'm going to get hits from things that have Ashwaubenon, Jaguars, and football, all sites that have it. The first few sites will be good, and then as we get further down, we're going to get a mix of things. But if I put this all in quotation marks, it's going to look for pages that have Ashwaubenon, Jaguars, football exactly in the same sentence, exactly. So that's a good operator you can use if you have an exact phrase or an exact title that you're looking for something. Okay. Delete this, go back to my Jaguar search. So some other operators I want to show you is the ability to look for something at minus something. So if I say I want to look for Jaguars, but I don't want any sites that have the word sports in them, I can say Jaguars space minus sports, and I search, and you'll see now if I get down further, I got to roll past the news section. If I get into the search section, I'm going to get basically all the sites that have the word Jaguar in it, but don't have the word sports. Okay, so I'm getting pretty close. Now, if I want to add another operator, a plus operator, I'm going to say, hey, I want every website that has the word Jaguars in it, doesn't have the word sports, but has the word cats. Now my search is getting pretty precise. I'm really honing in and enhancing that search. My results, as you can see, are more to what I'm looking for compared to that first just Google search. All right. Another operator that you can use is the ability to search within a site. If I type in the word site and I use a colon, I can say I just want to look for this within a certain site. So let's say I only want to search National Geographic. I can say nationalgeographic.com. And now what it's going to do, it's going to search for all those hits, but it's only going to give me results that are found within the site nationalgeographic.com. This could be a tremendous tool if you're a social studies teacher. What if you only search Library of Congress or science teacher using National Geographic? Okay. If you know that there's a specific newspaper or a specific site that you only want to pull your information from, you can really do a very guided search. It'll really definitely limit your results to positive results. Okay. I'm trying to think. Oh, the other operator I want to show you is Google has something called their wildcard operator. So if I type in Jaguars, the wildcard operator is the star here. I'll put that in. If I say Jaguars and I'm going to put jungle, what that means when you have the asterisk, it's going to say Google's going to try to fill in the blanks. It's going to say, well, by putting Jaguars asterisk jungle, it's going to try to find sites that it thinks might fit that search. So again, I'm getting a different kind of search than I would have if I would have just searched Jaguars and jungle. Okay. So those are some different operators you can use within the Google search. Okay. Now, if I just go back to my Jaguar search, if I go way over here to the right, and it's in the same location pretty much depending on what internet browser you use. This one today I'm using Internet Explorer. But if I click on this gear here, I can click on the Advanced Search tab. Then the Advanced Search tab works very similar to the operators we just used, but you don't have to remember the operators. You can do it by just filling in the advanced search fields here. So if I wanted to search for an exact phrase, I could type it in here. Or if I wanted to find one or more of these words, I could do it here. Okay. So again, I can do what I did before, and I can say minus, or I'm sorry, if I go back, watch this. If I go back to my original search, and I say minus sports plus cats, and I go to the advanced search, it's going to remember all those things. So now you can see I'm searching for Jaguars, cats, but I don't want the word sports. If I want to change this, I can. I just want Jaguars and I don't want sports. But so you can still do those same things we talked about before with the operators. Now there are some other fields here that are pretty neat. Reading level. I can change the reading level of my results. I like to do this first one, the annotate results with reading levels. And what that does is this. It gives you this little graph. Meaning if I only want to see basic results from my search, these are what Google refers as basic reading levels. Okay, there isn't a Lexile or a guided reading level associated with these. These are just very broad terms of basic, intermediate, and advanced. Remember that Google is not referring to students; they're referring basically from child to adult. So basic is probably going to be a good readability for most of our elementary and middle school students. Basic, intermediate, again, some of the intermediate and early high school, then intermediate to advanced, some of your high school students. Okay. My results are what I like to see. I can go back to that advanced search, and if I see, what, I do want to add cats in there. I think that'll give me a better result. Okay, and now I'm starting to see. Someone says, when I look at the intermediate, you'll see that the level changes. If I go to advanced, I'm going to get some pretty higher level reading that maybe 4th and 5th graders wouldn't be able to handle. So that's kind of a neat tool that allows you to go back and forth between readability levels. Okay. Another tool in here is, again, if I want to search within just a site or a domain, I can say, I want to only search within National Geographic. I also can change the language if I want to search for just certain languages. If you're a foreign language teacher, that might be of value. I also can look for certain file types. Like if I know that something I'm looking for is a PDF or it's a PowerPoint or a Word document, I can search specifically for that document. So I changed to nationalgeographic.com. I'm only in basic reading results right now. So this is a pretty guided search. If I had 3rd, 4th, 5th grade students, this could be a pretty valuable tool to use. All right. The next set of tools I want to show you, open this up by clicking the plus arrow here, are, if I was really looking for some real-time things, if I know that I was searching news items with my students, but I only wanted things that happened in the past 24 hours or the past week or the past month or the past year, this gives me some availability to change that. Okay, I also have the ability to look for items based on their rights. So if I'm looking for a document that's out there that's free for me to use or share, or that you can even modify commercially, this gives you some of those options. But here's the search I think is really valuable. Up here I'm looking for Jaguars. I'm going to change it to just Jaguars. And if I go down here, it says where your keywords show up. Right now, every page that has the word Jaguars in it is coming up. But if I change it so I only want it to show up where Jaguars is in the title of the page, and hit advanced search, now I'm getting basically where the whole title of the page that I'm looking at is going to be about Jaguars. So that's pretty neat. So if I click on this first link, it opens up here. I've got a pretty guided search using those advanced tools. I know that this is about Jaguars. The Jaguars in the title. It's a beginning reading level. And so on. So again, that this tool can be really fantastic if you really need to whittle down your search items to find exactly what you're looking for. Okay. The last thing I want to show you on here is if I know that after I've done these searches, I'm going to kind of just clear my searches here, what I have. If I know that after doing this with my students that I'm using a lot of nationalgeographic.com sites and I want to see if there's something else out here, this page-specific tools at the bottom gives you the ability to say, you know what, I want to find pages similar to nationalgeographic.com. And I'm going to search. And what Google's going to do it's going to find websites. Oops. Change it to all my reading levels. It's going to find websites that are like nationalgeographic.com. So Discovery, History.com, Geography About. So what this does is it gives you the ability, if you know that maybe you're using the same site too often and you want to expose your students to multiple sites, that's a great tool to to look for different ideas. Or if you have a Web 2.0 tool that you've used a lot but maybe it's not available anymore, you can search for sites that are like that. So again, another valuable tool within the advanced, oops, wrong one. So the whole purpose of this video cast today was to show you how by using either operators in the Google search bar or using the advanced button over here by the gearbox, it allows you to basically maximize your search. You can really get rid of some of the results that aren't what you're looking for and maximize your potential by using operators or by using these fields to get the best results you can. So next time someone tells you to just Google it, tell them one step better. Say, nope, I'm going to advance Google it. Hope you enjoyed the video cast today. If you need any help with this, please let me know. Thanks. Have a great day.